Hey guys, welcome to Uppa Family. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about the reasons why I homeschool. Now, number one, and these are not in order in any way. They are just randomly chosen, okay? So we can choose the curriculum that best fits each child. So as you guys know, each child is different and they learn in different ways and they like different things. So you can mix and choose curriculums. Some people buy curriculums and they follow them to the letter. Not me. I'm kind of eclectic, I think it was the word. I'm not very familiar with the perfect terms, but I mix and match, and I get a little bit from here, a little bit from there. I basically pick a curriculum and I let it be kind of like my guide, como la espina dorsal, and then I fill in, I take out the classes that I don't like and I replace them with the ones that I do like, and I add, I take out, like I make it my own according to the kids' likes and dislikes, okay? So the number two, we can school any time of the day, any day of the week. For example, you are very free to choose, because you can choose to homeschool in the morning or in the middle of the day or in the evening. Some people like to wake up their kids early so they can homeschool all throughout the day. You can choose to homeschool for a couple of hours or a couple of minutes, or just taking lots of breaks and bits by bits all throughout the day. So you are free to choose and to como acomodarlo a tu ritmo familiar que ustedes tengan. Por lo menos nosotros estamos constantemente cambiando. When we used to live in Puerto Rico, my husband no tenía horario fijo. Frankie tenía horario que a veces trabajaba 6 a 2, a veces trabajaba 2 a 10, a veces era de noche que trabajaba. So I like that I don't give homeschool when he's in the house, because I believe that we should be spending time as a family, or me with him when he's in the house. So I homeschool whenever he's at work. So the days that he comes out early, so I work out my schedule of homeschooling whenever he's working. So I like that also. The third reason why I like homeschool is because the kids have time for special interest opportunities. For example, Ryan loves dinosaurs. So there was a time when he was telling me, Mommy, I would love to learn about dinosaurs. So I just looked for example, if he would, for the math, but of dinosaurs, and of reading of dinosaurs, and science of dinosaurs, like learning about dinosaurs and about their names and the way they used to be. That's science. So I would use that for science according to his likes and dislikes. Just like Dariana and Annie, I would do the same for them. Sometimes Annie wanted to learn about butterflies, so we learned about the butterfly cycle in science, and we read about the butterfly, and that was science and reading at the same time. So it's just very good to, whatever interests they have in the moment, you could apply them in homeschool. We can take a vacation whenever we want, of course, whenever we have the money. But what I mean is, people usually tend to take vacations on summer. We could take vacations on winter or on spring or on fall. It really doesn't matter, because we homeschool, so I can just fix my schedule, make sure that they have everything, or keep giving it to them after we come back from vacation. So it doesn't really affect us. So that's why moving to Houston, Texas wasn't so hard in their education, because I was homeschooling, so it was an easy transition. I kept giving them class even if we moved. Okay, the next reason is kids can learn according to their level. It doesn't matter if it's higher or lower than the community expects or the society expects. Like, for example, Ryan, he's like in pre-K, but I give him kindergarten stuff. And in Annie, she is in 1st grade, but there are some things that I give her from kindergarten, and there are other things that I give her from 2nd grade or 3rd grade. Like, it doesn't matter. You just go with the kid. So I love that. That's why I also love homeschool, because my kids are free to learn and grow at their own pace in their own way. I push them the amount they need, right? Because if you just go with the kid, they tend to, if the kid is lazy, they would just go slower. But if you ask their mother or father, know them, you know that they can go a little bit faster. You push them the amount they need to do their best, but it's not like you're crashing them because you want them to do that in a certain amount of time. So for example, Dariana, she hates timed tests. So she's 9. So yeah, in college there are gonna be timed tests, but I still have a lot of years to teach her that. And for now, if she gets nervous around it, I just do it a little bit sometimes, but not a lot. Like in class, it would be stuff that she knows, she blocks out because of the time test. So I love that I can go at her own pace. Awesome. So another reason is that we don't rush out the door every morning. We wake up calmly. We have breakfast together. If we want to watch a movie before homeschool, we watch a movie. If we want to clean, if that day is rainy or cloudy and it feels more like a movie time as a family, because there's some rainy days that obviously I give them class, but some I just say, you know what, today we're not going to have any class, or the class is going to be very short, a very short amount of time, and you get to spend time together as a family, even in the classroom, and you get to discuss, and it grows you closer together. So another good thing about homeschool is that they see dad every day. As I was saying, in Puerto Rico, my husband sometimes work from 6 in the morning to 2 in the afternoon, some days, and other days from 2 to 10 in the night, and other days at night. So he would be sleeping during the day. So if they were in their usual school, the days that he was working from 2 to 10, my kids wouldn't even see him. So I'm glad that we are also homeschooled, because it didn't matter his crazy horario. We could still see each other and spend time as a family and have movie nights, because we have movie nights basically every night. Another thing that really keeps me going in homeschool is that my kids are not labeled or classified. So I have 3 kids. I don't know if I already told you. Dariana, she's 9, Annie, she's 7, and Ryan, he's 5. So Dariana, as I told you, she gets very nervous with time classes, and in some areas she gets very nervous. So I'm glad that I can make her feel calm. She doesn't feel like she's doing it wrong. She doesn't, even though those feelings try to come to her, I feel like if she was in school, it was gonna be very hard for me to teach her that she's doing fine when they're saying other things of her in school. And also my middle girl Annie, she's never still, she's always moving. I do show her that there are moments to move and there are moments to sit down, but I think I would get a lot of notes from her if she was in school, so I like that. I'm the one homeschooling her and giving her class. That way I can teach her the right way, but also not constrict her so much, because I do love that she's very free-spirited. Another thing that is great is that you have time to visit museums and to go on walks to the park, and it's not filled with people, because you could go at the time where the kids are usually at school and the parks are going to be basically empty. So I also love that. I also love that they don't have bullies, because that is amazing to me, how much bullies there can be in school. And yes, it teaches you to get used to people being rude to you, and they still experiment that because they still socialize with other kids, be there where they may be. So, but they don't have to go through that daily, and I think that for them, for their character, that is also very good. I also love that there's no standardizing tests, at least where I live in Puerto Rico, there are basically no rules for homeschool. And when I say that, I mean they see them as a private school, and they don't expect you to take tests, monthly tests or weekly tests or annually tests. They don't expect you to do anything like that. And before we moved to Texas, I researched the homeschool rules here, because there are some states that are very exigen exámenes cada cierto tiempo y que el niño esté ahí a la par que los que están en la escuela. Aquí en Texas no. Here they just specify some classes that you have to give, and they say that the curriculum should be written, you know, not just you waking up saying, what do I give them today, and that's it. It says that you should have something written, and that's it. That's basically it. So it's very freely to do homeschool here in Texas also. And I also love my kids, and I love hanging out with them every day at every time. Yes, I know sometimes they do drive me crazy, but I don't know, I really do love them, and I love being with them and hanging out with them and learning about them. And it takes a lot of prayer, and sometimes I do, like, I don't even go to Target or Walmart alone a lot. Sometimes I do, because I'm human. I do need my own time. But yeah, I hope that these reasons were interesting to you, and I hope that you have a blessed day. So bye, see ya.